of the bridge. And the story goes like the following way. Back in the middle of the 1800s, there were absolutely no permanent bridges in between the two separate cities, Buda and Pest. Just from spring till autumn, some pontoon bridges, which they were moving to the point where they were having the lowest water level. They were putting these pontoon bridges, but absolutely no permanent bridges. So, in one very sad November day, Stephen Széchenyi got the sad news that his father died in Vienna and he could not cross the Danube River and he could not go to the father's funeral, so he really got pissed off. And that was the time when he was offering his one-year annual income to the Hungarian government with the request that out of that money they should build a proper bridge in between Buda and Pest. So that's what turned out to be the magnificent bridge what we were just crossing. On the left hand side as we are turning, the golden mosaic decorated building, that is nowadays the most luxurious hotel in town, but it used to be actually the headquarters of the Gresham Insurance Company, and nowadays it was transformed into the Four Seasons Hotel. So as we are now coming all the way down to the lower embankment, we are going to see on the left, in front of us on the left, the palace itself, and from here very clearly we can see the oldest part of the castle, which dates back to the 16th century. You can see the funicular as well. Of course we can see here the river cruise ships which are docking here. Nowadays quite a fancy way of traveling. And now we are going to go to a very special spot where not only one but altogether 3 parliament buildings on the very same square are built, but only one functioning as a parliament. On the other side, the white building on the top of the hill, just next to the main gate to the palace, that is the Alexander Palace, which was actually owned by a wealthy aristocratic family, but nowadays it is actually the place where our president, who is at the moment Mr. Adler, he's having his offices. One very sad monument I would like to show you, which has a great importance in our history. They are going to come up here. Please focus towards to the left, to the low embankment, and you are going to see some iron shoes. Some iron shoes here at the low embankment.
Where?
Can you see them?
Oh, the iron.
So that is the so-called shoe monument, and I don't know whether they already told you or not, but yeah, so just shortly before the Nazis left, they were collecting from the ghetto the still surviving remaining Jewish community members. They were bringing them here to the low embankment. They were asked to put down their shoes and get off their clothes, and then they shot them into the icy Danube River.
There's still left over.
Yeah, well. But now, turning towards the more cheerful historical period of time, that was when we were building, and actually when we were just first realizing that our previous parliament building seemed to be quite smallish shortly before the end of the 1800s. And the mayor, he decided to write out a contest, and the contest was so successful that the first, the second and the third prize winners, they were all doing a great job, and the mayor and the leaders of the city, they decided that they want to have all 3 buildings on the very same square. Of course, the first prize winner, which is nowadays, even nowadays, functioning as the parliament, it's coming up already on the left hand side, and you are going to see that there are 2 different scaffolding types, one made out of wood, the other one is made out of metal, iron, because partially they are actually renovated. Both of them are kind of renovation stuff, but one is a permanent scaffolding, the other one is a temporary scaffolding. The difference in between the two, that where we can see just the temporary, they are just cleaning them, I mean just with high, how do you call it, that Yes, water blaster. It's sand blasting, and water blasting. What they are doing, and at the other part, they are actually